Hi, I'm Christine and I'm glad you're watching. Welcome to my channel. So I'm just going to share this story with you. So I prayed this one prayer as I was leaving my house yesterday, and as by the time I got back, you know, God had really worked on answering that prayer. Now I'm going to try and project my voice because it's going down. I've been having some infection, but I'm going to try my best. So here's the story. If you've followed me here on YouTube for some time, you've probably come across some of my videos and how I've been in transition here on this transition journey, and it hasn't been easy. I'm smiling now, but I'm smiling because of the reassurance of who God is. So, if you haven't watched it, let me just give you a summary. I lost my house, I lost my stuff, and at some point, I lost my family and friends. Not really losing them to, like they passed on, but it just felt like everything and anything and anyone who could be against me was totally against me. And so, in that period, I came to learn that God was stripping away the superficial. I like to call them crutches. Everything I used to use as a prop, like to prop me up and to give me a big ego, it was stripped away. If it was, you know, I'm this, I'm earning a lot of money, that was stripped away. I have skills in this. I have, you know, technical expertise in this, and I can get, a consultant role anywhere. That was taken away. Um, I have my stuff in my house that was taken away. My house was taken away. If I was standing on, I come from a really great family. I have a really great support system. That was also stripped away, and it was just me and God. Like literally, it was very humbling. It was a very humbling experience to where I had to acknowledge that everything I have or will ever have comes from God, and it's not because of connections, networks, or any of that. Yes, there's wisdom in that, but at the very foundation is the understanding that it is God who gives us all things. So fast forward, yesterday I had a bit of spare change, ka-ching-ching. Um, but I was not feeling anything like I used to. I love to get to go to coffee houses to get a coffee and a pastry, to go to places to try out curries and rice, or to go to a nice steakhouse and get a nice steak, even to get some ice cream or milkshake, all those not at the same time, different days, but I was not feeling it. I was not feeling any of those things, and yet I could feel God was telling me to leave the house. And even I was feeling so unsure about it. Even as I was dressing, I'm like, what am I dressing up for? Where am I going? You know. So, but I said, okay, I'm going to be obedient to you, God, because I know you want me to leave the house and go, I don't know where, and I'm not really feeling anything, but I'm just asking you. Now, this is the prayer. I'm just asking you as I'm leaving, let me not come back the same person. Let me not come back the same way I left. That was how I worded it. Yeah. So I leave and go, and in my heart, I have these big expectations because he's my father and he owns everything. So, I'm like, I'm expecting the best. I'm expecting something big. So it's gonna be fantastic. So so I go around the city, I go around a few places, and finally enter this restaurant. Just I have something that they have on offer. It's not great, and even the manager is looking at me like, how dare you pick something on offer? Because I don't feel like having anything here. But so as I'm seated there, God just reaffirms to me and He tells me, I appointed you the CEO of the company. And if you don't know the company, it's Edge Train Limited. It's my company. Okay, it's not mine because I understand that everything we have, we are stewards of what God gives us. So He gave, I started that company in 2023. And so that reaffirmation, had me walking like I'm walking different. Maybe I was walking like this, but then now I'm confident. I'm going about my way. I feel like yes, God trusts me. Because sometimes in the entrepreneurial journey, as you said, what am I doing? Does this make sense? Is this And I asked myself so many questions, and God reaffirms, and so He reaffirmed, I appointed you, and it felt so nice to just have that confirmation and to just hear that, because here's the thing, heaven, and I've shared this in What's in a Name or What's in Your Name, that if you are an author, if you are the CEO of a company, if you are a content creator, if you are a videographer, a photographer, whatever it is that you are and what God has called you to, that is how He sees you. And whether you're at the start where you're making zero, like I don't want to make signs, the way people, I don't want to even, but whether you're making zero or whether you're making millions, you are that thing that He has called you. And that's the same thing He said about Gideon. The Lord is with you, mighty warrior. He didn't tell him sometime in the future, maybe you're going to be. He just called him right off the bat, you are a mighty warrior. So God is calling you today. He's calling you an author. The Lord is with you, author, teacher, that thing that you have, He's the one who gave you. He's made you a steward for it, and you need to be faithful, and you need to ask Him for the next steps. So, so for me, that was the confirmation, and I left that place. I was walking different, I was talking different, I was operating different, and some people tried to bring up some negativity, and I was like, I'm not gonna be concerned about that, because I know He has appointed me, He's entrusted me with His company, and so I'm here to tell you, brothers and sisters, friends, God has entrusted you with something. Be faithful and trust Him with the next step. So I pray that this has blessed you. You can go to my bio to check my links on how to reach me if you want to support the channel. There's PayPal, there's M-Pesa, and and I'm here, as a coach, trainer, but then also as a believer to encourage you as you walk with God. So God be with you.